Old school Ford F-150s are basically rolling Americana, and I mean that in the non-mocking way. It doesn't matter if you grew up wrenching or just have a thing for boxy grills. There's something inherently satisfying about the look of a 1970s or 80s F-150. People romanticize classic cars all the time. But with the F-150, there's substance behind the myth. The numbers are wild. Ford sold over 750,000 units in certain years during the late 70s. That's not nostalgia, that's mass adoption. Here's the thing. People complain modern trucks are too complicated or too soft. I get it. Pop the hood on a classic F-150 and it's like seeing the biggest, friendliest V8 smile back at you. Carburetors you can actually adjust. If you know, you know. The pain point everyone talks about is reliability, right? Well, old F-150s are paradoxical beasts. Their engines are basically cockroaches. Run them out of oil and they still tick somehow. But rust? That's the real killer. You'll see immaculate paint and then bam, someone steps through the floorboards. If you want to buy one, it's a minefield, but with treasure at the end. Look for frame rust near the leaf springs. That spot is notorious. Sellers always say surface rust, but tap with a screwdriver and you'll know pretty quickly if they're lying. Parts are weirdly affordable. A brand new tailgate, $130. Entire front fender, $89. It arrives in a cardboard box that looks more like an IKEA project. Ford made so many of these things, so the aftermarket is like this endless buffet of vintage truck candy. But don't think you're getting vintage luxury. The bench seat is code for sit on a slightly padded church pew while driving for 2 hours. No lumbar support, no heated anything. My back aches just thinking about the old suspension float, but it's a vibe. Call it organic ride feedback. Here's a step-by-step if you're actually thinking of restoring one. Step 1. Buy a torque wrench. Step 2. Buy 3 more because you will lose them or lend them out and never see them again. Step 3. Start following forums. There's an old guy named Rusty Tom 237 who will save your project at least twice. Pro tip. Don't get hypnotized by fancy wheels or custom paint. You want a truck with the original engine and preferably a manual transmission. Autos from the era tend to become confused at traffic lights or just straight up not shift after a cold Portland winter. Fuel economy? Yeah, no. My friend gets 9 miles per gallon on his 351, and that's on a good day. Anyone trying to tell you different is either lying or has been tailgating semis to draft for 15 years. But, the weird magic of the old F-150 isn't purely logical. It's your granddad showing you how to change a spark plug in the rain. It's the sound of that engine idling like a tiger purring in a barn. These are trucks that have lived. Everyone wants a classic now. The price jumps are hilarious. I saw a 1986 F-150 listed for $14,000 last week. 10 years ago, you could get these for $3,000 and a handshake. Demand is up 400%, according to Hemmings. The secret is definitely out. If you're in love, you're not alone. It's like being into vinyl records, but you can haul lumber, tow a boat, and look like you still listen to Steve Miller Band on cassette. Old school, sure, but the classics never die.